Hello, welcome to All My Football View. Again, and this is gonna be about Manchester United today. We won against Liverpool 2-1. It was just crazy. It's been a all crazy week so far for Manchester United. The protest that happened on Monday, the match we won, you know first win of Ten Hag against Liverpool. To come for the win to come against Liverpool itself is just really crazy. But in spite of that, there's a lot still going on. Manchester United still need to sign a lot of players, maybe in some very crucial position. We still need an attacker to come in. We still need a central midfield, another central midfield to come in. We signed Casemiro. It's just crazy. A lot happened, and a lot still gonna happen. But most importantly, that win against Liverpool, it just really makes me happy. I was screaming when I was watching the match. The first goal was just beauty. It was beautiful. The way Sancho just the footwork, the way he put the ball and sent all Liverpool player back to wherever they come from and put the ball inside the net. It was just beautiful. That win is very crucial. It's very crucial for Manchester United to get that win, especially for Eric Ten Hag to get that win and put a lot of people mind at rest. And we signed Casemiro. But I'm just to speak more about the match. You know, Manchester United show the spirit. A lot of players, the players, I would say every single one of those players show that fighting spirit that the fans have been asking for so far. We know they're not gonna win every match, but you know, a lot of match when they lose, what makes fans so mad a lot is this player don't show the spirit. They don't show the spirit that they want to fight for the ball. They want to score. They don't show the team spirit. But that was a different attitude they showed against Liverpool. That was a complete different team. You won't believe, you will not believe that those are the same team that play against Brighton and Brentford. Although some changes were made, Martinez, oh my God, he is everywhere. It's just, I mean, according to what they call him, his nickname, a Bosha, is like all over the place. Malaysia, Tyra, Malaysia, you know, the performance Tyra put on against Liverpool on Monday, convinced me that I don't want to see Luke Shaw near first 11 again. It might come in as a substitute or maybe in a cup match that is not really significant. He can play, but as a first team, first 11 player, it can just happen. It can keep happening that Luke Shaw is the one starting for us because Tyra Malaysia totally put for me. It should put an end to Luke Shaw being in the first 11. Every single player from goalkeeper, even I think for me, I think McTominay really have a decent game. Yeah, I think he have a decent game, and that is what the fans have been asking for so far. We know they don't have that much sense of skills. Like, I mean, compared to other midfield, in the top club, the top four. But when they show this fighting spirit like that, and they show that the willingness to improve on every match, then definitely the fans is gonna back them up, and the fans is gonna support them. But we have not seen that in a long time. When also what really excites me is when we bring in uh Antony Martial. It's just everything is just perfect, and that makes me happy as a fan. However, there's still a lot going on. You know, I understand and I remember before the match, there's a lot of protests. The fans were planning a protest, which really did happen. And with the look by the look of it, the board, the management trying sign Casemiro out of nowhere. After we link with Rabiot, all of a sudden then they jump to Casemiro within 2 3 days. They sign him. You just go and look. I mean, it make you think like, what is going on? Where did this come? Where is it coming from? That's what we've been saying. Our transfer has no plan. We have no direction. Where exactly we're going? Because for me, I thought we're gonna be getting Frankie De Jong. However, regardless of the signing, regardless of Casemiro coming to Manchester United, great signing, no doubt. But I still believe we need that central midfield, that quality, another central midfield to join to add to the team because I don't think Eric Tenor can afford to play both Ericsson and Bruno every time, every single match. And I'm totally convinced that Fred and McTominay is not a first team, cannot be in our first 11. Maybe as a squad player, it maybe might work. However, for them to be starting against uh, to be in the first 11 every game, it cannot happen and we need that quality. Now we've got a pure central defensive midfield. Now we need what we need now. That and I thought we need is another central midfield that's gonna link that midfield together. And there's no any other person other than Frankie De Jong. You know, Eric Ten Hag has spoke about Frankie De Jong a lot of times. But given the transfer so far, all the trouble that's been going on regarding the Frankie De Jong deal, I mean, because I think I feel like we should have spent 100 million at, at least. I mean, 100 million on Frankie De Jong. I don't care how much it costs. I think we should get him because if you look at Antony deal right now, when we first go for him, Ajax did not want to sell, and they put a 60 million pounds on him on the deal that we should pay 60 million that 60 million pounds. Manchester United walk away from the deal. Then they go back again, they put 80 million, and it's like, oh no, we're not gonna pay 80 million pounds, sorry, 80 million euro, that we're gonna walk away from the deal. Now they're ready, they're willing to pay over 80 million. That's around 90, I think 94 million euro, which comes to around 80 million pounds, which is crazy because they're refusing to pay 60 million before. Now they're willing to pay 79 or close to 80 million pounds. It's ridiculous the way our transfer has been going this summer. It's just totally ridiculous. You know, the whole thing has no direction. And that is why the fans are protesting. We need to get these Glazers out of Manchester United. And I'm convinced that we definitely need to get them out. Because regardless of if they sign Frankie De Jong, regardless of if they sign Antony or Gakpo or whoever that comes in next, these people, they don't have any future plan. They don't have anything. Regardless, I mean, there's no plan for Manchester United as a club. As long as they got their dividend and they got their money out, that's all they care about. And we've seen example so many times. Now, with the look of it, and I mean, Anthony is not even sure that he's gonna come. The guy want to come himself. I mean, you kind of feel sorry for him because he's really pushing to come to Manchester United. But I just do not want to release him. They don't want him. They don't want him to leave because looking from Ajax perspective, they've lost a lot of first team players this season, which is not their fault. However, which is the reason why they do not want to lose Antony. But Antony really wants to leave, and with the look of it, I mean, this is Mayu has said to. I mean, this is one of the news that came out about the deal. Mayu Football Club has said to offer just asking price for Antony, although there's a fear that even if the deal is met, they still might refuse to sell, which make you think we don't have any direction, certain direction we're going with the old transfer plan. We don't know. I mean, there are also news that comes out about Frankie De Jong deal that Manchester United is gonna go for him again and try to convince his agent and make it and try to make a deal, wherever it is, to get the transfer done. And after that Liverpool win, you did not we did not hear anything about it anymore. There's no news that comes out whether Frankie is gonna come. The last rumor that came about the deal was the deal is dead. Manchester United is not gonna get him anymore because now they're ready to spend close to 100 million euro on Antony, and they cannot afford to pay whatever fee the young cost. So, which make you think the beginning of this summer transfer, our priority target is Frankie De Jong, and we might not even get him now, which is ridiculous, right? So, no doubt, Manchester United is gonna under Eric Ten Hag is gonna look more better, but we've got to the rough start, obviously, and we might still have some bumping on the way. But I'm definitely sure if we give Eric Ten Hag the player he wants, if we give him time, it's gonna deliver. And we've seen a little bit from what he did with Anthony Martial. It just looked like a new signing to me because unfortunately he was injured before the start of the season and couldn't play against Brighton and Brentford. But as soon as it comes in against Liverpool, you could see the way he's holding play and giving Rashford that pass to go through. It looked like a complete different player to me, and which is why it comes to giving Ten Hag what he wants. And this management, let's be straight up, like Glazers, by the way, they just making everything difficult. It shouldn't be difficult if they make that plan, if they make the right plan, if they make the right call. It shouldn't be difficult if they really actually concerned about what goes on the field and how Manchester United should get more trophies. Like, if they're ready to back the managers up, the fans will not be so angry. The fans will actually, I mean, I don't think the fans will really care how much they get from the club if they're actually doing well on the field and they're winning some trophies. But it doesn't happen. None of that happened, and they continue taking dividend out of the club. It can keep happening like that. Things has to change, and because this has been going on for a long time now. Now the only way the fans says it is for them to leave the club because they look unredeemable to me. For a long time, multiple times, fans have protested, fans have complained, the fans have tried to reason with the Glazers and try to convince them to invest right properly. The I mean, people saying they spend over 1 billion on transfers since Alex Ferguson left. But if you look at the way they spend the money, either they're getting players that the manager doesn't want, or also they also leaving those transfer late. like almost dead end, almost the last day of the transfer is when they started panicking and try to get players, whatever players are. No, that doesn't even suit the manager's play. Like the manager doesn't want this transfer. That's what I'm trying to say here. And not only that, the way they pay for the transfer, ridiculous sort of amount of money. I mean, the they bought the player, the way they bought the player is even more ridiculous, because if you see how much they buying the player, is ridiculous. The contract they giving the player is ridiculous, which is why it's difficult for them most of the time to get rid of the player, because now you've given the players a ridiculous contract. Now when the player doesn't perform, it's difficult for you to get rid of the player, because no club, nobody else is gonna pay them that much money. So all of this comes to changing management, and we need. I'm convinced that we need to get rid of the Glazers. Like, they are unredeemable to me. They had to leave, and the fans. I'm glad the fans will continue to protest every home game. Now I think there's another protest that's gonna happen on next week, September 4. That will be match against Arsenal at Old Trafford. There will be another protest that's gonna happen. So I think the time to get rid of the Glazers now is either now or never, because they don't care. They don't care. And I hope Manchester United fans really work hard to get rid of them. So that way we can get an owner, get a person that will actually care about football, care about what goes on the field. Regardless of all of this, I'm glad we got Casemiro, and the transfer that are yet to happen. We don't know. I can say exactly if anything, what exactly is gonna happen. You cannot predict exactly what these guys are going to do. Whether they're gonna get Antonio, because by the look of it, Ajax is not ready to let him. They're not ready to let him leave. It, even if transfer is met, if the transfer demand is met, it's not sure if they're gonna let him leave. And you can't really blame them for that, because they're in the Champions League, they want to win the league. Also, the domestic league, they want to win. You know, you can't really blame them. So it still comes to Manchester United. If they're gonna get the deals done, hopefully Frankie. If not Frankie, another quality central midfielder is needed. Because if you ask me, what do Manchester United need most? Is he an attacker or a central midfield? To me, the answer is clear. We need another quality central midfield, because you cannot depend more on either McTominay or Fred. They're not good enough to start, and they're not the type of player you want to bring in if you're losing 1-0, either to any team, Manchester City or Liverpool or any top club. They're not the type of player you want to bring in, because they cannot change match. They don't have that ability to change the match. So if we get that central midfield, especially the likes of either De Jong or whoever else comes in, then I think we might have chance at reaching top four. Because to me, we do not want to go through the season, end this season without making top four or getting to Champions League or getting to play Champions League next season. So I don't know. Maybe we don't. The season is very long, so there's a lot that can still happen. Even if we don't get every player we want this summer, maybe January. A lot can still happen. Injury can, player have injury. A lot of things gonna happen. There's World Cup going on that's gonna come up. I think November to December, or between November and December. So a lot is still going to happen. But I really hope that we got the right signing. So they don't leave Ten Hag hanging and leave him with no choice, with no answer, except for this. Because we've seen these players how bad it can get with them, the attitude, the performance, it can go bad real quick. So hopefully, hopefully this season goes very well for Manchester United, and that'll be all. So I think today uh I'm going to go through the first 11 that I thought should start against Southampton on Saturday. So you should expect that shortly. Also, if you're in like first time on this channel, please subscribe. I I think it's easy to do. So down below you're gonna see the subscribe button, the red one. Just click on it. It's gonna help the channel and it's gonna help me, by the way. And it's free. You don't have to do anything, pay anything to it. It's free. So I really appreciate that. Also, if you can share the video, let's get the Glazers out. Like, get the Glazers out on Twitter. If you're Manchester United, try to do anything. I think anything goes towards this protest count. If you cannot physically be at the place, Ultra for Stratford End, if you cannot be at the place, on Twitter, share, like, retweet every post of Glazers out. Retweet them. I think the more trending we keep the protest and the hashtag, the more they feel the pressure. So I think that will be all for today. My name is Olumide Flade. This is Olumide Football View, and until next time, bye guys.